What's up, Grim Crew? YouTube viewers, you want to skip ahead of the gameplay, a timestamp will be provided for you in the description box below. And as for the rest of you watching live as it happens, welcome back to the Gaming Dungeon. I am your dungeon master for the evening. I am the Grim Gamer. How the hell are you on this Thursday night? Welcome back to the channel where occasionally I will scour the graveyards of the gaming world and resurrect old titles, give them one more shot at life. And you see we got on the screen, for the first time ever, I am playing the Operative, No One Lives Forever, on the PlayStation 2. I'll get more into that in just a moment. Lurk, I seen you hit that first button. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you here. Suave Beardson, what's up, as always? And Squirrel says, dude, you've been streaming a lot. Are you on vacation or something? No, I was back to work and everything now. But that last weekend, that 3-day weekend we had for the 4th of July holiday, I did something like each one of those days because it was a holiday, it was an extended weekend, I had nothing else going on. So I just threw a couple extra one-offs in there that I originally didn't plan on. So that's why there was some extra ones as of late. But yeah, I was saying, I've never heard of this game until recently. I've seen this in a different YouTube video that I had watched, and I'm getting ready to do a pretty lengthy playthrough here in the next month or two about some special ops type games. And I thought to myself, you know, to maybe start gearing up for that, I'd like to do some other games that have like spies or secret agents and, you know, special missions and, you know, save the world, that sort of thing. And this was a game that came up in a different YouTube video I was looking at and watching one time, and it seems to me like it's kind of like an old school James Bond movie. And I like my Bond movies, especially the Pierce Brosnan era. And I got a couple other 007 games and the like, and this felt like it would fit right into that. I'll touch more on that in just a few moments here. Squirrel asks, how was Torg? Torg was cool. I really enjoyed that. Picked up a lot of games, spent a lot of money. I expected it to be bigger than what it was. But apparently this is the first time they did this particular version of Torg. And it was a little bit more downsized because they normally would do this, I think it's in Cleveland. And they weren't doing their main event in Cleveland this year, so they decided to do something else in Sandusky. And that's where they were holding the Gamers Market and not the Torg Gamers Convention. I guess they're two different things. So this one wasn't as big as I was expecting, but it was fine because there was still a lot of stuff. There was quite a few people, but it wasn't overbearing for my like first convention ever going to. So it was really cool. I picked up a lot of good stuff there. Find any goodies? Yeah, I got like 16 different games, and I picked up a PSP, which was the only PlayStation hardware with the exception of the Portal, which is a portable PS5 from what I understand that links through cloud, whatever the hell else. I don't really even count that. But besides the PSP, that was the only PS hardware that I needed to have all of them across the board. And so I got one now, and I'm going to start collecting for that now as well. I want that and a Vita. The Vita, to be honest, is, for me, hard to collect for. I got a Vita specifically for Resistance, Burning Skies, and Uncharted Golden Abyss. I've got a couple games for it now, but the Vita didn't get a lot of love over here in the States, unfortunately, and support for that dwindled fast. So there's not a lot of first-party releases on it, and I just find it hard to find games for. PSP, on the other hand, that's got a huge library. So I'm looking forward to collecting for the PSP. But yes, I want to get back into this. I'm sorry. We'll get into this game here. It does have movies, and there's a couple movies that I do want to get for mine for sure. I want a couple of them UMD movies. before I get started, as I like to do, I like to give some information about a game I'm about to play for the first time, or one that I've not done on stream yet. And so this is no different. So I'm going to pull up some information here. So, the Operative, No One Lives Forever, was originally released for PC in November of 2000. And when it did, it actually did very well. It won some Game of the Year awards, and it got a new Game of the Year edition released in October of the following year, so in 2001. And it included an extra mission that was not included in the original game. The PS2 port, which is the one obviously that I'm playing, was later released in April of 2002 and is supposed to be a port of the Game of the Year edition. However, I did just read right before starting that this version does not have the extra Game of the Year mission included in the PC version. However, it does have, 3 or 4 additional exclusive missions specifically for the PS2 version. And they're like flashback missions that go back like 9 years or something like that. So there was some extra missions in this version you couldn't get in any other version, as well as some new character models, probably for the flashback, some new textures, and a couple exclusive gadgets that were not included in the original versions. This game was developed by Monolith Productions, and they may be best known for the Fear games and the Condemned games. They were founded in October of 94, but they actually just closed earlier this year, so Monolith is no longer around. The PS2 version was published by Sierra Entertainment, and when I tried looking them up, they've got a lot of history, so much so that I'm not even going to begin to get into any of all that right now. But they published some other games. One, for instance, was Half-Life on the PS2. So as I mentioned earlier, this one reminded me of like an old school like James Bond type movie. This is a spy game set in the 1960s and was a representation of the spy films and TV series of that decade. The developers went on to say at one point that it's inspired by other games in the stealth/action genre like Metal Gear Solid, Siphon Filter, and even 007 GoldenEye. So, I don't know anything about Siphon Filter. Never played any Siphon Filters, but Metal Gear Solid, which would have released, I believe, a year prior to the PC release of this version of this game, and then GoldenEye, which came out in, I believe, like 97. Two of my favorite games. You know, to be inspired by games like that I really enjoy, I don't want to say I have my hopes extremely high because I have no idea what I'm getting in for. But that's a good resume there of games to be inspired by. So I'm hoping I'm really going to enjoy this one compared to a couple other games that I have played recently. Apparently, humor plays an important role in this game. The lead designer was a guy named Craig Hubbard, and he explained that the game's intention is to make you laugh, but not at the expense of providing a broader, more satisfying emotional experience than a spoof normally would. So that even if you don't chuckle at all, you can still have plenty of fun playing the game. So they wanted to have some humor in there, but not ruin it and it end up like a, an Austin Powers kind of thing, apparently. Humor is presented mainly via like visual gags, overheard conversations, textual intelligence items, and in some of the cutscenes. It says the humor includes situational humor and even a dash of absurdity and bathroom humor for good measure. Some of it's subtle, some of it isn't, which I'm glad I read that prior to getting into this game, because it kind of gives me an idea of what to be in store for instead of it kind of just getting goofy and I'm like, what the hell is that? It already has kind of set the stage for me to go, okay, I can expect this kind of thing, and I kind of can just have that expectation going in instead of being blindsided by it. So that's some of the information that I have about the game before we get started, and just to kind of let y'all know what it is that we're getting in for. The back of the case says, "Who wants to live forever? Assume the role of secret agent Kate Archer, a deadly operative working to free the world from HARM," which is an acronym, HARM, a group of madmen bent upon world domination. Armed with your arsenal of personal weaponry and spy gadgets, you must unravel a mystery that will take you around the world in a desperate search for answers. Try not to blow your cover, or you're cool. So, that all sounds very 007 James Bond-esque to me. And even this song, in this opening, this scene here, this main menu, listen to this. Tell me that that's not straight out of one of the original Bond movies. So, just even with the text of the logo and all that stuff, a very 60s-like theme. So, going into this, I think I have a decent idea of what I'm in store for. And I really do hope I'm going to enjoy this. So, hope you have yourself a beverage or some snacks. Sit back and enjoy this ride with me. So, Lurk says, "I remember seeing a review of this on TV, and they gushed over it, and it's been in the back of my mind ever since." Oh, well, good deal. Then seeing it here may decide for you if it's something that you ever want to look into playing yourself or not. So that'll be cool. All right, I have done jabbered on long enough. I apologize. This opening was a little bit longer than I anticipated. So let's get into it. New game, The Operative. No One Lives Forever. Okay, difficulty may be changed at any time. So, we ain't a super spy. A super spy. Now drive this cab. No, we're not a super spy. So, we'll just do normal.
A crisis has arisen. Unity's undercover operatives are being killed off by an unknown assailant. It seems likely that there's a traitor within the agency. Report to the war room for a full briefing on the situation and a tactical overview of your upcoming mission. Do not be late. Following the briefing, stop by the training facility to hone your skills.
Okay. Report to the briefing room and report to Santa's workshop for gadget training. So instead of Q and Q Branch, apparently we got Santa Claus. Okay. Sure, why not? I did look for a level list, and I have that. And so there's, if the Game of the Year edition final mission is not included in this. 1967, 10 miles from something Siberia. I didn't get to read that whole thing. I was not quite prepared for that. Blech. Bye. Oh, a guy in a suit with an eye patch. You know he's evil. Hey, buddy, you need to hold that a little bit lower if you want to get a good whiff. Oh, what's that? His calling card? 2 days later, in the French embassy in Chile. Well, look at Sherlock Holmes over here. The only thing he's missing is like one of those stethoscope things. Listen to it as he's turning it. Uh-oh. The subtitle is just gurgle. Oh, listen to that tune. Oh, he did. The following evening, South Harbor, in Finland. A lot happening in the opening bits of this. The following evening. I thought you were dead. Just random cat sound. Oh, he did. Oh, there's the flower again. Mr. Suave Mustache over here just killing everybody. And we even get a James Bond-like opening title montage. I'm for it. Starring Kate Archer as the Operative. Full-on opening 007 credits. Starring in No One Lives Forever. With Kit Harris as the voice of Kate Archer. Okay? And then more names of people. Yeah, we actually have Santa. Okay. Scott Burns, he's just the thugs. Roger Curtis is Mr. Smith. Oh, we got more people as thugs. Timu James Bond. Okay, so I guess as this is playing out, I'm still going to try to pay attention to this out of the corner of my eye in case something happens. But I looked up a level list prior to starting, and it looks as though if it does include the Game of the Year edition extra mission, there'd be 29 levels. However, some of these sounded like they were just like little training missions or something, and not full-on missions. So when I looked at what ones, because they were highlighted in bold lettering, which ones were the actual levels, there was like 19 like main mission levels or something like that. So that's what I got to go on. Okay, that's our opening sequence. That was cool. So hold on, was that? Oh, no, it says the assignment scene 2. So it plays out just like scenes in a movie. So the assignment is supposedly the actual first level. So, okay. Meanwhile, in the residence of Kate Archer. Oh, gotta have that shower scene. That's not typical.
Damn. Hello. Bruno, how's France? Did you collect any new bullet holes? I know how you love to be shot at. I'm teasing. I'm glad you're not damaged. Did you at least encounter an exotic temptress or two? Really? What was her name? What do you mean you don't remember? That's horrible. Of course, I'm famished. Are you buying? Then it's a date. Let's say Maximilian's in half an hour. Ciao.
Ciao. 42 minutes later at Maximilian's.
I'm not very happy, you know. It's not like I thought it would be.
I never promised it would be as exhilarating as your former trade, only that it would keep you out of jail and make it easier to sleep at night.
More wine?
Wow, he's like that guy from Mr.
You're the
Deeds.
first female operative
Sneaky,
Unity's
sir.
ever employed. The committee is old-fashioned. They need time to get used to the idea of a woman in this line of work.
Okay, so Kate
I know all
is
that.
breaking new
But at
ground.
this rate, I'll be a bloody grandmother before they give me a real assignment.
You can always go back to burglary and pickpocketing if you can't live without excitement.
Damn it, that's not what I'm saying. I just want to be challenged. I'm sick of wiretaps. I'm sick of eavesdropping on boring strangers who may or may not pose some trivial threat to international security because they forgot to declare a ham sandwich at Heathrow. I don't have the patience for it. It's not what I'm good at.
It's never fun paying one's dues, but we all have to endure a bit of frustration and tedium now and then. Builds character.
I think I've paid my bloody dues.
Is that what you think? God knows I loathe sermons, but I'll tell you right now that you'll never stop paying your dues. Not ever. I'm sorry you're not happy, but you might as well get used to it. Nobody owes you a damn thing.
You make it sound like I'm some spoiled child. I'm not asking to be coddled. I just want a chance to prove myself.
You're right. I know it's been hard for you, but I'm confident you'll get your chance. All the petty politics in the world won't hold you back.
They've done an outstanding job so far, haven't they?
You see? What did I tell you?
Probably just one of the committee members needing a babysitter on short notice.
Ye of little faith. I'll see you
Ye
there.
have little faith.
Why
Have
don't we
some
go together?
goddamn faith, Kate.
I've an errand to attend to first. You go on ahead.
Okay. Oh, this is me. Yeah, okay. Alright, here we are. We're in it now. Okay. So I know the original version came out in 2000. This version we didn't get until 2 years later. So for 2002 PS2 game, graphically, just in those cutscenes, the character models and that sort of thing, looks quite a bit dated, in my opinion. However, I think the voice over work that we were getting wasn't sounding too bad, so there is that. All right, so we got a.
Good afternoon, Miss Archer. They're expecting you in the briefing room.
Well, thank ya. Just go through here, I guess. Briefing room, training facility. Okay. We working at MI6. Someone sleeping on the job. Just a mechanical horse. Neat. Briefing room. Okay. I might need to mess with the sensitivity a little bit. That feels a little stiff.
Agent Archer, how thoughtful of you to join us. I hope we aren't inconveniencing you too awfully with matters of international security.
Look at this guy with his permanent people's eyebrow. Oh, I got dialogue options. Not at all, Mr. Smith, but it's charming of you to mention it. I'm sorry if I kept you waiting. It won't happen again. I'll go with the top one.
Not at all, Mr. Smith, but it's charming of you to mention it.
It is not my ambition to be charming.
Look at that permanent
Well,
people's
that's
eyebrow.
I would advise you to watch your tongue.
Oh.
Well, if it isn't the inimitable Agent Lowry.
Sorry I'm late, Smithy. You're looking dapper today.
Spare me the
Dapper.
disingenuous flattery, old boy. It doesn't suit you.
I was being sincere. It was the one
least
polite
they
thing I
blink.
could think to say.
You're still upset with me, aren't you? I assure you I have nothing against you personally. You've served us well for many years, but perhaps too many. I firmly believe it is in Unity's best interest that you retire from field operations, and I will continue to campaign to that end until you accept an administrative position.
I'm not upset with you, Smithy. I just don't like you. I do understand your
like you.
concern, but just because you're too old for the field doesn't mean that I am. Until I'm declared unfit for duty, I will continue to prove it.
I retired voluntarily.
Of course you did.
Perhaps we should dispense with the pleasantries and get down to brass tacks.
Fine.
Lights, please. We lost another agent this afternoon, bringing the total to 7 operatives in 10 days.
Ooh.
It is our firm belief that someone is systematically eliminating our undercover agents, which leads us to believe that the clandestine operations section has been compromised. It seems we have a traitor in our midst.
Uh-oh.
Do you suspect anyone?
We suspect everyone.
7 operatives? That's over half the active list. Why weren't we informed sooner?
You're being informed now. This situation has unfolded rather abruptly.
The assassin left a lily, a regal finale to be precise, on or near the corpse of each victim. Mean anything to either of you?
Volkov.
Who?
Dmitri Volkov.
Dmitri
The regal finale is his calling card.
The name's familiar. What do we know about him?
He's a right bastard.
Anything more specific?
Just what's in his file. Born in Kamchatka in 1921.
Kamchatka.
Distinguished himself as an academic prodigy and master chess player by the age of 8, by which time he'd also earned notoriety for refining various torture techniques on neighbors' pets. It seems he joined the NKVD in 37 and served as some sort of disciplinarian in a gulag near Kiev. His whereabouts during the war are unknown except for a brief mention in 43, when he was spotted by an OSS officer at Leningrad interrogating prisoners of war who would later disappear without a trace.
Ah, yes, I remember this fellow. We've had dealings with him before.
It's quite a bit of information
Sometime
there.
after the war, he emerged again, this time in the employ of Smersh. He's personally credited with well over 1,000 executions, spies and Soviet dissidents for the most part. In 61, a failed assassination attempt left him without an eye. He was shot in the face at close range by one of our finest agents.
You flatter me, but I shouldn't have missed.
He escaped
was
by
you.
throwing himself off a 70-foot cliff into an icy river. It was presumed that he survived, as no body was ever recovered. In fact, rumor has it, he's currently working for an organization calling itself HARM as Director of Executive Action. I don't have to tell you what that means.
What do we know about harm?
Unfortunately, there's very little about them in our files.
Well, despite the obvious risks, we still have a job to do. In this case, a very important one.
Wet work.
Precisely. And after this recent catastrophe, the two of you are our only available assets.
To be perfectly frank, Agent Archer, you're only getting this assignment because we've no other choice. Matters of such delicacy aren't really the sort of thing we would usually entrust to a woman. Emotional inconstancy and assassination do not make especially good bedfellows, if you take my meaning.
What is it like? I'm hearing somebody like in the background just I don't know what the hell that is. So no, I don't think we're gonna just be like, oh, I'll try to do my best. Yeah, here we go.
Implicitly. But you shouldn't be ashamed. Administration is a perfectly noble career.
I don't think I like your tone.
I don't care.
I believe what Agent Archer means to say, Smithy, is that she appreciates the chance, however fortuitous, to demonstrate her abilities as an operative, and that she'll endeavour not to disappoint the committee. Isn't that so, Agent Archer?
Aye.
That's not
Sure.
what it sounded like to me.
don't
Enough
care.
of this. Time is of the essence. Stop by the toy shop before you go. They've some new gizmos you might find useful. Don't dally too long, though. Your flight leaves at 6 p.m.
Where are we going?
Morocco. Agent Archer, what does HARM stand for?
I haven't figured that out yet.
See if you can't find out. And be careful. Both of you.
Okay. So those guys just disappear. I had said that the voiceover work didn't seem too bad, but out of that extended bit of dialogue there, even dialogue from the same voice actor or actress, back and forth, like it seemed like it was a little quieter on this line or that line. It just, the quality of the voiceover work seems inconsistent. But I'm going to just kind of try to look past that. Didn't realize this was going to be an RPG. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm going to have to, oh, I can't? Oh, here we go. Controls. Sensitivity. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Actually, maybe just all the way. Yeah, I like that better. It was very stiff earlier. All right, we got to go to a training facility. Yeah, we got to go to the toy store. Oh, okay. Oh, I can hold the circle button and just pops up my, my jump is L1. I don't think I like that. Crouch is L2. That's R1, so I'm guessing that's what I'll also shoot with. That makes sense. Square, triangle, and X seem to do nothing, but circle does that. Okay. Tasty cola. You want a tasty cola? Jump is L1. Yes. And I don't think I like that. But I don't think there's anything I can do about it, honestly.
Why? Why are you doing this to me?
All right. Oh, scene 3. Oh, I got to walk around a little bit. Too many cutscenes, game's trash, negative review on Steam.
Are you trying to upset me?
I think they're trying to make me mad. Who is this kilt-wearing dude? It looks like he could be a monster. Might not want to mess with him. He's one of those guys that looks like his muscles have muscles. His biceps have biceps.
That you go through the training course before embarking on your first mission. There are many nuances and features you may overlook otherwise. If you prefer to skip training, just head to the exit.
Okay. Advanced field tactics, exit training. Well, I probably should figure out... Oh yeah, Gadgets Lab and all that's down yonder. Gadgets Lab. That's basic field training. Let's go to this Gadgets Lab first. You got some gadgets for me? Santa's Workshop. I guess I can't yet. Well, I guess we'll do the basic training first then.
Welcome to Basic Field Tactics. This course comprises several areas, each with its own lesson. You must complete each lesson in order to proceed. Now step up to the active station designated by the flashing light. Your crosshair will change to indicate an item that can be activated. Alright, now open the door to the next area.
Ah, I see. Oh, that's X. Okay.
Bystanders will often speak to you if you activate them. Sometimes they will share useful information. Sometimes they just want to chat. Be sure to conceal any obvious weapon or they'll be too distressed to talk.
Okay.
Activating Leon.
Hey, Leon, are you like, one of these fancy new, like, AI robots or something like that? I just have to activate you?
Well done.
Alright, now open the door to the next area.
Oh, he won't let me activate him again. Why do we got corkboard walls? What kind of industry or organization you running here?
If you want to skip a cutscene, simply press the X button.
What is going on with this guy? So it's just going to keep doing that until I press the X button to skip the cutscene. I was kind of wondering if I watch it long enough if something goofy will happen. I just feel like this is one of those games that would do that, but I don't think so.
Congratulations. You've completed the Basic Field Tactics course. You should now continue to the Advanced Field Tactics area, where you will receive specific instruction for your upcoming mission. Note that new simulations will be prepared for you before each mission.
That is the basic field training? Just that? Okay. Well, I guess I probably did need to know how to talk to people and do things, I guess, but okay. You're going up with this instead of GoldenEye. Obviously this is slow going here at first, but I'm not hating it though. It's got a decent vibe to it already. Now, once we actually get into the gameplay, you know, for realsies,
So, do you think the CT-180 will get a decent field rating?
I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. Have you seen the commission form for that thing? They want everything that the TR-60 and TR-61 can do, all in one device. But, hand me that atomic retroscopic analyzer thingy, will you? But they don't understand that Clancy's team was killing themselves just to get the TR-60 up to spec. And that was back when they had twice as many designers with 4 times the development time. Not only that, but the TR-60 was designed as an infiltration device, and the CT-180 is meant for emergency extractions.
So have you heard what Carrington's team is working on?
Yeah, an ultra-quiet vacuum cleaner.
If that thing's really supposed to be some big secret, why the hell do they keep talking about it in the Unity newsletter?
Okay. But yeah, like once we actually get into the gameplay, and we're talking, actually having to shoot things and, actually get into the missions, that might be a different story. But so far, I'm not hating it.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics.
I guess I just go on through, huh?
Keep an eye out for ammunition boxes. Each can contain various ammunition types. Once the box is empty, it will disappear. You won't have the opportunity to heal while on a mission, so you'll need to rely on body armor to protect yourself from damage. Be warned that certain types of damage will ignore armor completely, though, such as that sustained from falling or running out of oxygen.
All right, now open the door to the next area.
Running out of oxygen. Well, I'm guessing there's already some underwater or gas-related things we're going to have to deal with.
Mission, always keep an eye out for miscellaneous intelligence items that might be of benefit to us. Here are some of the items you should look for. The more you recover, the better your mission rating will be.
Pick up these intelligence items to proceed.
Intelligence item. You found an important blueprint. You found a dossier. You found a briefcase with a handcuff hanging off it for some reason. A letter containing classified information. I found an envelope. I found a roll of 33mm film. Who remembers those? Reel-to-reel tape.
All right, now open the door to the next area.
Okay. I'll take my loose files and go.
You may occasionally be called upon to arm or disarm explosive devices. Simply activate the device to enable or disable it as necessary.
Disarm these mock explosives in order to proceed.
Set timer for 6 minutes.
All right, now open the door to the next area.
Well, I mean, I guess as long as there's not some complicated thing to disarm them, if all you have to do is just hit the button and it just disarms them, I guess that's fine. Blueprint for the new utility accounting division.
It's often advisable to move as quietly as possible to avoid detection. The faster you move, the louder your footsteps will be. It is therefore advisable to walk or move in a crouch when you're trying to be discreet.
I heard you. Step behind the yellow line to reset the simulation. I heard you.
Okay.
Step behind the yellow line to reset the simulation.
Well, I can't just full-on walk in this because it still makes too much noise. So we just got to do little by little and tap the joystick, evidently. That's a little annoying, but...
Well done.
The volume of your footsteps can be modified by the material upon which you're moving. Be careful of tile, metal, and other hard surfaces. Whenever possible, favor carpet or turf.
All right, now open the door to the next area.
Okay.
again.
Okay.
Step behind the yellow line to reset the simulation.
Wow, you're pretty light-footed.
I try.
If you're not sure what to expect around a corner, it is generally safe to step out for a moment to see what's up ahead. As long as you duck back quickly, you probably won't be spotted. Of course, the closer you are to an enemy, the more likely it is that you'll be seen, so listen for footsteps or conversation before leaving cover. Excellent. Proceed to the next course.
Okay. To all employees, do not abuse your phone privileges. All personal calls must be logged and sent to accounting on the second Tuesday each month. Thank you. Don't be using that phone on the job. Fire range for weapons training. Okay. Weapons training, firing range, that away. Firing range, yonder. We get to fire guns?
Hello, Kate. How are you? Smithy wants me to run you through a basic firearms refresher course.
Oh, which one would you like to practice? Oh, we got a revolver, a 9mm, or a carbine.
The Shepherd Arms P38 9mm pistol is a rugged little automatic that was favored by Allied commanders during World War II. It features a 10-round magazine and can be fitted with a silencer.
So that's our PPK or PP7, essentially. Oh, I gotta pick it up first. I guess I did. I think I did. Picked up a whole bunch of rounds. Okay, how do I switch weapons, though? Didn't explain that to me. Did I pick up the gun? Okay, those buttons ain't doing it. Yes, D-pad it is. So that's also how I holster the weapon. Okay. No? Oh, okay. I had to hit that and then the fire button, or punch button. Oh, that does not feel great. Ah! Okay. Well, we put it back, I guess.
Because it's a revolver, it can't be adequately silenced. But its simple design accommodates a wider range of ammunition types than most automatic pistols can reliably handle.
Let me go back here. Auto targeting on. Nearby enemies. Well, that might help because this aiming feels awful. It's not snapping now, but then again, these aren't actual enemies. Oh, it feels terrible. Oh. It's actually easier to shimmy side to side. That doesn't feel great. I'm hoping when we get into it, it actually will like auto lock on for me because that's not feeling great.
The Hampton carbine is the world's only
Carbine?
silent firearm. Of course, silent is a relative term when it comes to guns, but the Hampton's muzzle noise is little more than a stifled cough. It fires a .45 caliber automatic Colt pistol cartridge, making it less lethal than most rifles, but it compensates in subtlety what it lacks in punch.
With a cough, huh? Where have we heard that before? Come on. Get to the button. Oh boy. There we go. What is this, a 22 rifle here? Oh boy. Oh, I got him, I guess. I'm guessing this is one of these things that when the game was made, right, it's probably more like for a mouse. And I'm sure that it was a lot easier to aim and just click the button to aim and shoot. Alright, got all three of those. Oh, we'll go out this door. Sorry. Oh? More?
Some things to note about firearms. The next function button is very important. With it, you can cycle through the available ammunition types for a given weapon. More importantly, it cycles through a gadget's various functions. For example, it allows you to toggle between the Berette's lockpick and weapon modes.
Okay. Ah. So, cycling through the weapons is left and right. Up and down gives me the different types of ammunition.
You can shoot through certain walls and objects. Of course, doing so may affect the accuracy, range, and velocity of the shot, but it's sometimes preferable to dispatch an enemy before he sees you. Keep an eye out for these materials.
Can I zoom in? Ah, that's triangle. That's awkward. Oh, I have two different... Okay.
Be careful not to injure civilians. If you kill an innocent bystander, you will fail your mission. You will also fail if 3 or more bystanders are slain by enemy fire.
Oh boy.
If ever in doubt, look at your crosshair. It will change to indicate the person you're targeting is friendly.
Okay. That just feels funky. Hey there. Okay, they took my weapons from me. Okay. Now we gotta go to the gadget training at Santa's workshop. Santa Claus? Alright, where do we start? Here? No, apparently not.
Let's talk about your barrette. In its default mode, it can be used as a lockpick, ideal for bypassing certain keyed padlocks. Of course, the more complicated the mechanism, the longer it will take to pick. Note that the barrette only works on padlocks with keyholes.
Okay. And how do I mess with that? I can't change anything. Oh. Oh, that's a... Okay, when I click those, that's a direct 180. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, hold on. These guys tell me I gotta do stuff, but don't tell me how to do stuff. Using weapons and gadgets. Well, that's not telling me anything. Controls 3. Okay, that just gives me the layout of the layout of the controller. I already know that. Okay. I should be able to cycle through the... and it won't let me. So... do I need to pick it up off a table or something first? Maybe I don't actually even have it in my inventory. That... oh, duh. Oh, and then I gotta use this just the way I would... so it acts just like a weapon. And dangling there in midair, negative review on Steam. Okay, so it's along with my weapons. Okay. Technology Division, please be prepared to move your cubicles from Section 4 to Section 5 next Wednesday to make room for the Accounting Division. Yeah, there's a thing here. There we go. Leon, please be sure to inform all operatives that most keyed padlocks can be shot off as well as picked, says Santa. So I can just shoot them off and be done with it, although it's not...
The barrette can also be used as a weapon by
by hitting the next function button. When you slash an adversary, the pressure on the blade releases a small amount of toxin into his bloodstream. Quite deadly.
Okay, that's lockpick. Poison capsule. Okay. What the hell was that? Replace gadget before leaving. Okay, I can't. Apparently, I just can't take that with me. Nope. Okay.
A spare bit of change can come in very handy when you need to distract someone. Practice tossing this coin to divert the guard's attention. Try not to throw it off any high ledges.
Is anyone there? Seem to be hallucinating.
Okay. Does it have a next function too? It does not.
Is anyone there?
Okay.
A judicious agent doesn't leave corpses lying about, as they tend to arouse suspicion. Judging by your slight frame, you won't have much luck hauling bodies away, so we've come up with this special body-removing powder just for you. Sprinkle a bit of it on dead tissue, and voila! The cadaver will vaporize almost instantly.
What? So we just do a little dab. Okay. Alright, so that's our gadgets right now, I guess. Okay. I guess we're ready for our first field mission. Hour into this thing now.
When are you going to take me up on my dinner offer?
Perhaps if I find myself on the verge of starvation, perhaps.
Oh, you just got told. Oh, okay. Exit training that way. Okay. Exit. Duh.
All ready to go, eh? Well, have a safe mission and come back in one piece.
Yeah, we'll all try our best. Ooh. It's feeling a little rough, guys. It's feeling a little rough. Best rank would have been, well, maybe that's just my best rank. 43 minutes. And I found 12 of 16 intelligence items. So I missed stuff in there somehow. 4 of them I missed.
Intelligence has discovered that the American ambassador to West Germany, Morris Monroe, is marked for execution by an organization calling itself HARM, or HARM. It is imperative that Monroe survive the attack. Be warned, though, that the ambassador is extremely nearsighted and almost deaf, so you won't be able to rely on him to realize that he's in danger. You will be positioned in a residential building across the street from the hotel. Your job is to pick off the assassins before they liquidate Monroe.
Oh, that sounds great. Okay. I have a feeling this is going to be horrible. I didn't want to set my expectations too high, but I don't know. Maybe I should have lowered them even further than that. We'll see here. We'll give it a shot. $4 p.m. September 16th. Morocco.
So, are you enjoying yourself yet?
Oh, I was going to say something about that guy.
Sure you're not bored?
I've waited nearly 4 years for this chance. I think I can endure another half hour.
Good girl. You're growing up.
What do you make of all that talk of a traitor?
It wouldn't be the first time we've had leaky plumbing. Still, it's disquieting to say the least.
It's happened before?
Once. A few years ago, we lost several undercover operatives in Istanbul.
Istanbul?
Been compromised by the chief's very own administrative assistant. He'd sold us out for a measly 50 quid.
50 quid?
50 quid?
Astonishing, isn't it? Trading men's lives for such a pittance. But spies are rarely well compensated for their treason. I wouldn't be surprised if this new mole is equally underpaid.
Well, I hope when they catch the bastard, they put a bullet right between his eyes, and maybe a boot up his arse for good measure.
You sound ready to volunteer.
I'm dangerous when I'm upset.
That's why you're always in trouble. All right. Munro's headed for the cafe. Watch for him on the second floor patio, coming from the left.
What about the targets?
Not sure yet.
Pardon me, do you have the time?
No, sir, I do not have a dime, and I don't have much use for beggars.
Not a dime, the time.
Don't get snippy with me, or I'll have you arrested.
Are you deaf?
How dare you threaten me?
Oh, never mind.
Coward!
Would you like me to call out the targets for you?
He's a real winner. That would be lovely. I can handle this on my own. Where's the challenge in that? I just hope there are enough to keep me busy. No, call them out for me because I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
That would be lovely.
On the roof to your left.
I want to go home.
But we've only been here for 2 days.
Oh, okay.
On the roof to your left.
I don't like it here.
That's very helpful.
Straight ahead, to the left of the tower.
Boring.
Well, it is a foreign country.
I know that. But Canada's a foreign country too, and isn't this foreign?
Yeah, once you get close to them with your crosshairs, it kind of just follows them for you. That helps out a great deal. Again, on a PC, keyboard and mouse, probably be a lot easier just point and click.
Sure.
As long as that just kind of locks on for you automatically, which you can turn that off.
Down to the Medina and see some sights.
In the options.
Coming out the door on the far balcony. Straight ahead, to the right of the tower. Straight ahead, to the
seen
right
some
of the
other ammo back there. Just get the PlayStation mouse.
On your left. Coming out the door on the far balcony. On your left. Coming out the door on the nearest balcony. On the roof to your left.
Obviously, again, you can turn that off in the options and probably have a lot harder time if you really want a challenge. But for this first time playing, that helps out a great deal. It doesn't lock on to anybody else by accident or anything like that.
On your left, street level.
Sleep it off somewhere else, drunkard!
Just sleep it off, my guy. Sleep it off. I picked up some kind of like intelligence, but I don't really know what it was.
Street level.
I didn't get a chance to read it. I just clicked off it real quick.
Left, street level.
So I can get right back to this.
Scum!
Scum!
There must be a hole in my pocket.
Oh, I can't shoot him. See,
on your left, street level.
Die. is more of a challenge in stupid decisions. Don't think
From down the
enabling
street on your
is
left.
more of a challenge category. Yeah, it's already challenging enough as it is.
Coming out the front door of the hotel.
Yep. Got him.
Coming out the front door of the hotel.
Yep. Got him.
From down the street on your left.
Got him.
I'll cover him for the next stretch. Get to apartment 12 and wait for my signal. Oh, and make sure to conceal your weapon, or you'll cause a commotion.
Okay. Apartment 12. Okay.
I heard he plans to marry the American girl.
You mean the girl who refuses to wear shoes?
Yes, her.
I wonder if all American girls despise shoes. It seems very strange. But America is a strange country.
It sure is.
She may be crazy, but she is attractive.
Ah, but you're invariably attracted to crazy women.
All women are crazy.
Nope, nothing there.
Shh, not so loud.
12. 12. 12.
I'm in position.
Good. He's almost there.
I gotta read that kind of quickly.
Here he comes. Get ready. On your right, coming around the building.
Goodbye. Be like, let me try playing without using my thumbs type of challenge.
You just lost yourself a customer!
Yeah, I'm only gonna use my pinkies.
This is too much.
This guy's an idiot.
Second story window, on your left.
Not again!
Yep.
On your right,
Where
coming around the
are
building.
you, you pesky little dime?
On your
Got
right,
him.
coming around the building.
I'd better find it quickly
Not no
before
more.
the thieves swoop in like vultures.
Second story window, near right. Heading toward you. Watch for him to pass in front of the right window. On your left, coming around the building.
And this guy can't.
Story window, near right.
This guy really can't see me right across. Well, he said it. He's basically blind. So.
On your right, coming around the building.
Yeah, I guess probably not. I say I'm standing right in front of you, dude, shooting people, but that obviously don't matter to you.
Excellent shooting.
You don't have to tell me that. I was standing right here.
A
Duh.
little humility might suit you.
I'm teasing. We make a pretty good team.
Broke my mercy.
He must have spotted you. There's a group of thugs heading your way.
How many?
Looks like 6 of them. Can you handle it?
Of course I can. I'll meet you at the hotel in an hour.
All right. Take care of yourself.
First, I'm going to take care of some evildoers.
I'm gonna say, where the hell are you guys shooting from? There we go. Body armor. Well, 6 of them. I only saw like 3. Oh. Well, he said there was only 6 of them, so let's holster the weapon now. Leave by the blue doors in the courtyard. Blue doors. Okay? We out. Okay. Very simple, but at least gives me a little idea of how some of this might play. So, not a terrible start. At least it'll just drop you right in and just kick your ass. You know? It kind of gives you a little idea of what's going on.
Keep your men out of sight. We don't want to spoil our trap, do we?
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir. I mean, yes to the first part and no to the second part, sir.
Shut up. Just do as I say, you idiot.
You look like you need a monkey. Excuse me. I have a very fine monkey for you. Only $20 American. Sorry, I don't want a monkey. What do you mean? I don't want a monkey. Why not? Because I don't like monkeys. Now get that filthy beast away from me. Are you insulting my monkey? I'm sure it's a perfectly excellent monkey, but I don't want it. Now please leave. I'm very busy.
Okay, remember that you can shoot key padlocks if you don't happen to have your lockpick handy. Doing so tends to make noise. Be careful.
You want my children to starve?
Bruno.
If they're hungry, I suggest you feed them the monkey. This is a valuable monkey. My wife would kill me if she knew I was offering it to you. You don't seem to understand. I don't want a monkey.
Who is nothing.
Ah.
Who is here? Forget about living. Move.
Oh, okay.
Giving you order now to stay frozen. Giving you order.
Well, I can knock the one guy out, but then the other guy noticed. Now I'm dying, and I really could use some armor. I don't like that system for monkey. I don't like this system with for you know, your inventory. I don't know where the main lobby is. And I'm guessing it's not upstairs. Hello?
This stupid machine took my change.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but these look like PS1 or like early N64 graphics. You see that hand? Like, Alright, I'm gonna guess maybe main lobby is this way. Hey there.
Haven't seen you around. I would definitely remember.
What did I tell you about flirting?
Uh-oh.
I wasn't flirting. I was just making an observation.
Oh, horse pucky.
Horse
I'm
pucky.
serious. Come on, honey. You're the only flower in my garden.
I'm not falling for that. You're sleeping on the floor tonight.
Oh! 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 Well, was not expecting that. Alright, first death. Cool. And you can't, like, just quickly get your weapon back out. You gotta cycle through crap again. Disturbances caused. Alright, you know, we'll restart that, but okay. Yeah, like, if I could just, like, hit one button and just bring my weapon right back up, but I can't. You gotta cycle through the weapons and stuff, and it's time consuming, yeah, and didn't know that was coming. So this feels like that's gonna be one of those, like, trial and error things, you know. If that guy shows up, like, yet again at the same place and time like he did before, but
Keep your men out of sight.
You look like you need a monkey. Excuse me. I have a very fine monkey for you. Only $20 American. Sorry.
Get everybody down low.
oh, see,
I do not like getting shot at.
stay...
Does the manual have anything in it for equipping weapons? I'll have to look. Let's see here. But no, I think it's only by cycling through like that. Using weapons and gadgets. To select different items from your inventory, press either the next weapon or previous weapon button, then the fire button to equip your selection. Yeah, no, that looks like that's the only way to do that. Yeah. That looks like that's about it. And that's not great. that's not great. Oh. I know. Sorry. He might have came from this way earlier. Oh, hey.
Mon Dieu, what pigs these people are.
I know, right? Animals. Animals! Oh. Those are wonderful, and so is Clark. Second honeymoon for us both. Our marriage has never been better. Right soon, Martha. Okay. Oh, and I don't have any of that powder to make his body disappear neither. Main lobby.
This stupid machine took my change.
Well, I guess
Mr. Volkov said the girl will be here soon.
How will we recognize her?
You didn't see the photograph on the bulletin board?
What photograph?
Mon Dieu!
I'm sorry, nobody told me.
What is that?
Bye now. That's also helpful that the crosshairs will just automatically lock onto enemies because it kind of differentiates the enemies from normal people. So, harm memo assisted to Executive Director Volkov. Confidence will not be tolerated. Harm may not pay, as well as high-profile operations like Vengeance Factory or Sons of Agony. The only way we can attain such prestige is through diligence. Remember what harm stands for.
Who is there?
No one? Don't you worry about it. Oh, that's where I just went. Okay. Most mean the guy in the main lobby. How's he getting here without... Is he fighting through all these people too, or what? Nope, we got civilians here. So that kind of helps. Some body armor would be nice. What the hell just happened to you?
I just
Oh no, he just drunk. I'll take this though. Harm alert. All agents be on the lookout for Unity agent Bruno Lari, a 58-year-old Englishman. Distinguished, balding, prefers tweed. Report sightings to Executive Director Volko. Oh, Bruno. I was thinking of this earlier. Who remembers the movie Mr. Deeds?
Would you care for a frosty beverage?
No thanks. Perhaps later.
Yeah, vodka martini, shaken not stirred. Bruno, that guy sounds like he's the guy that does in Mr. Deeds that Sorry, I got a little distracted there, but it sounds like he's one of the like main guys of the company. He's always got like a pipe that he's smoking out of. I forgot what the character's name was, but he's kind of got like the Abe Lincoln like thing going on with his beard and stuff. Forgot the character's name. But he sounds like that guy.
What sort of getaway did you have in mind?
Something quiet and romantic. It's for our anniversary.
Well, in that case, perhaps Azru might just be the ticket. It's quiet and less touristy than Fez.
That sounds marvelous. Do you have any brochures?
Sure, here
Guy
you are.
looks like he's got a gun.
Thank you.
Yup. Catherine Archer. No record exists between 55 and 63. However, activities of the Fox, a notorious female thief, coincide with Archer's known locations during the period. Could it be that Kate Archer was once an infamous cat burglar? If so, what went wrong? So, yeah, that I suppose that's possible because we had already heard, like, in, like, the briefing files of, you know, the main guys talking about, like, oh, well, you could just go back to, you know, stealing stuff and thievery and whatnot.
Look out for the bullet! Do not move, stay away.
I need some body armor. That would be nice. Catherine Archer, Lord Archer committed... Oh, in 1954, Lord Archer committed suicide. Kate, when then 12 years old, entered the Brighton home for little wanderers. Remained for 6 months before disappearing. Observation seems Miss Archer's history is not unlike that of you-know-who. Coincidence? Or perhaps a fateful portent? Consult Madame Sasha for insight. Yeah, I'm about to die again. I need to take things a little bit slower, it appears. Maybe something with a little better firepower instead of the pistol, maybe, huh? Ah, body armor. Ah, there we go.
Get her!
Oh!
She's over here!
I didn't get a chance to read that.
We have the upper hand. Do not move.
Who else is shooting?
You cannot get away.
Damn. I'm getting massacred right now. Well, here's some more information. Let's obtain a portion of the Unity CT-180 device and a page of what appears to be an instruction manual forward both to the office. Is there a way that I can read? Yeah, I guess I can. So I can go back and read all this if I want to. I don't know what the other one was I just picked up was, though. Alright, sorry ladies and gentlemen. Go back to your day.
Those goons in the hall act like they've never seen a woman before.
I'm guessing that's one of them.
Are you all right?
Are you all right, too? I'd say no. No, he's not all right. All agents to be on the lookout for Unity Agent Kate Archer, 5'7", brunette of Scottish/English descent, or sightings of Executive Director. Okay. Do not attempt to apprehend her without written consent from your supervisor. If your supervisor is not available, it is permissible to obtain authorization by telephone, providing that a Class A dispatcher is available. They've got rigid structure, apparently, about how or what they're supposed to do and how. No, he's not all right. He not all right either. He parked. Where the hell is this main lobby? Oh, more body armor. I'll take it. Well, these are elevators. Ah, there he is.
Late, as usual. I was beginning to worry.
You always worry.
Can you blame me? You're like an errant child.
And you're like a fussy aunt.
And actually, even
you could
his...
at least leave my gender intact.
A fussy uncle, then.
Even his facial hair in this looks like that if it's the same guy.
I can see that.
Cecil, I think, was his name.
We're not out of danger
in,
yet.
Mr. Deeds.
I know. This place is crawling with thugs.
Damn! How did they find us? We've been betrayed. It's the only explanation.
Are you sure you weren't followed?
Yes, positive.
If they know about the hotel, they'll probably be waiting for us at the coast.
We'll have to risk it. If we aren't aboard the Abigail when she sails, we'll have to get out of Morocco on our own.
Or you could stay here. Permanently.
Uh-oh.
Volkov! Get down, Kuzga!
Oh, no!
I dreamed about this day for 6 years.
Oh, no!
Bruno!
I only regret I do not have time to make your demise more eventful.
Oh, no, Bruno! Oh, you're a terrible shot there.
After him.
This is all my fault. If you hadn't been worrying about me, he never would have got the drop on you.
Silly girl. Worrying about you is all I have left.
Aww.
Don't say that.
I've always had plenty to die for. You've given me something to live for.
Aww.
Then live.
In your memory, perhaps.
Bruno!
The girl's in the lobby. Kill her.
But why didn't you kill her, Mr. Volkov?
I meant to, but my hunger for revenge distracted me. Let that be a lesson not to be ruled by your emotions.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Excellent advice, sir. Well, I'll go shoot her now.
Make sure there are no witnesses.
You mean we should kill everybody?
First, kill everybody. Then, destroy the hotel. Let our enemies search the rubble for answers. They shall find none.
Okay. Oh, Bruno. That's it. I'm just gonna keep the gun out completely now, I think. Disarm explosives and rescue hostages. What, do I gotta go door to door? Like, what is that? Oh, I can't ring the bell? Aw.
Do not move.
Thank you.
Welcome. Oh. Saved her, luckily. Probably should go with a pistol. Silenced. Won't make such a racket. Oh, poor Bruno. Ah. Turn that one off. Guess we'll probably just...
You saved my life.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Who's there? Hello? You. Bullets are not my favorite.
Bullets are not my favorite. Any explosives out here? I don't want to miss one. I didn't come out here earlier, but... Okay, that's another thing, too, I gotta remember. Depending on where you aim actually depends on where the crosshairs lock on. So if you're aiming low, it'll shoot for the legs. If you aim basically straight on, it'll go for the chest. You try to aim up a little bit, it'll automatically lock onto the head. So that's helpful. Okay, turn that off.
How can I ever repay you?
By not getting yourself dead. That's how. Okay, I feel like I was missing an area. Here? Nope, nothing there anyway. Nothing there anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Would like a bit more armor, though. Is that possible? Okay, well, where am I supposed to go now? I wish it would kind of give me, I don't know, at least some kind of a marker or something to follow. Maybe it'll just automatically update once I, like, disarm everything and save all of the hostages. Maybe that's just how that's going to work. I don't know. There was nothing that way. They did. Oh, that's right. I didn't go this way earlier. I went through the courtyard instead. Ah. Okay, that almost feels like everywhere and everything. I think. So, because I'm used to the 007 games of the air, but that gun looks huge. I think it does look a little huge, but I think it feels like it's because it's slightly pulled back more. Like, I think in the other ones, I feel like you could get to see a little bit more of the hand and wrist, where this one kind of feels like it's, like, right up in your face. This one's even worse. It feels like a little 22 pea shooter, but, like, look at the barrel on this monstrosity. Like, do just feel large. In one sense. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's about everything. So, what am I missing, or what am I not doing? Yeah, you're still cowering. Like everybody else, but not a bomb out here or nothing. Good thing this isn't, like, timed or something. Yeah, I couldn't go this way, right? Yeah, the door's locked. Yeah. Wouldn't let me go through, so... Oh, check you out. Contains a rusty spoon, a tattered detective novel, and an eye patch. Thing in the eye patch, maybe belonging to Volkov. Say there was only one on these pillars. Yep, just the one. Phone? Phone? No? Ah! Didn't realize I could hop back here. There it is. That was the last one. I figured I could open the door and it wouldn't let me, so I just assumed I couldn't get back there, not remembering that I can actually jump. So, scene 4. Pooh, look at those trees. Ooh.
You can't hide from me, Volkov. I'll find you wherever you go.
Kill her, you incompetent fools!
Yeah, you idiots. Not really sure what the blue bar is above my ammunition for my weapons here, but... Ah, body armor. And... this? Harm memo. To building services, I regret to inform you that the rodent infestation remains severe at Facility 4529 on the Moroccan coast. Animals entered via abandoned well. Please dispatch the team immediately. Morale is at all-time low. Why am I getting, like, stupid stuff about a rodent infestation at their, like, facility? That doesn't make... Well, I mean, I guess look what I'm playing, I suppose. I've seen another one you on top of one of the buildings. And R2 is reload. Not a fan of that either. Apprehend Volkov is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So except I don't know where he went.
I wouldn't give you a rotten fig for that disgusting animal.
Are you insulting my monkey?
I spit upon your monkey.
You are a horrible person.
Still talking about that monkey.
Go ahead.
What's going on?
I don't know where you are. Damn. You up there? Is that where you are?
Freeze! I said to you, freeze!
Yeah, you're up here. Fine, forget you. Shouldn't have worried about him because I'm about to die now. Say body armor? Any body armor anywhere? I have no idea where I'm going. See, apprehend Volkov, but how? Where? This is where I came from, so we're going around in circles! Because I don't know where to go! Oh, okay. Oh, cool. That was the end of that scene. Oh, good. Because at least if I die, I, like, go back to the beginning of the scene and not, like, the whole damn mission. At least that's what it seemed like, anyway. Ooh, double headshot. That was nice. Figured there'd be one of them up there too. Where are you? Oh, nope, got me. Two of them up there. You were killed. Yeah, I got that. Detected 58. 5 intelligence items. Well, there was one at my feet, but I didn't get a chance to get to it. I was getting shot at. Hey, what's up? Gun looks like a blunderbuster. I feel like that's from something else, but I don't. It sounds familiar, but is that a thing, or is that just something that you're just saying? What's going on, Wolverine? Alright, yeah, again, at least I get to start. Oh, but I start with the same amount of... Oh, that sucks. It's a pirate gun. Okay. Oh, this is not going to end well. Goodness. Okay, well. I was hoping it would start me out with, some more, body armor or something. Okay, how am I gonna manage this?
You cannot get away!
I'll start out with those guys there. There's one up here.
Look out for the bullet!
Come on down. Come on down. You're the next contestant.
Bullets on me!
Oh, that one shot on a run? Alright. Okay. Contains a piece of 4G of the CT-180, a half-eaten chicken salad sandwich, a creased copy of the Fearless Hyena comic. Sure. And what is with this little stub-nosed thing? I have to look everywhere, too, for these guys, because they can pop out overhead and everything. And I have hardly any armor or anything left. Cool. Armor, thank you. Hey, man. Woo. Alright, as long as nobody pops out at me here for a second. So, close some of these doors. And then I can read this intelligence stuff. Harm memo. Executive Director Volkov. from the Assistant Director Cotswold. It has come to our attention that Unity is developing an airborne sleeping agent attempting to obtain a sample as it may help with your insomnia. Yeah, we're just going to get this so we can just knock you the hell out there, Mr. Commander, sir. Come on, get the thing. There we go. Where can I get some of that? Another file on Agent Archer. Theft of Fitzwald Diamond in 1959 from the Royal Museum is generally credited to the Fox, aka Kate Archer. Observation, it still eludes me why she went over to the other side with such a promising career ahead of her. Perhaps some morale defect? Must investigate further. Well, at least I got some armor now. That's something. Night night. Wow, that's a big open area. I feel like I just get picked off out there. Night night. Bye. Well, it appears as I was right, because I would not have seen that guy up there from the floor on the ground level. Okay. Big doors? Yeah, no, I ain't going in there. Well, it looks like that was aiming at somebody. Got him. Didn't get him. Well, hello there. No, we gotta see what this guy knows about Volkov. Unity safe house in Morocco. Hey, bud, give me info.
Huh? Who are you?
Good afternoon.
You're wasting your time. I won't talk. I have been trained to resist all forms of torture.
Oh, really?
We'll see about that.
Do your worst.
I'm gonna ask you nicely, where can I find Volkov?
I'm going to ask you nicely.
I like how they
Where can I
repeat
find
it.
Volkov?
Nice try, but I'll tell you nothing.
Because usually it seems like in games like this, you pick it and then they just go into the next thing that they're gonna say, but at least she actually voices the dialogue.
I'll ask again. Where can I find Volkov?
And I'll say again, nice try, but I'll tell you nothing.
Torture him.
You don't even know where he is, do you?
Yes, I do.
What was I thinking? Why would Dmitri Volkov tell a lackey like you where he was going?
Dmitri and I are very close. Very close.
Oh, is that so?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't appreciate being called a lackey. I work very hard. It's not easy being a criminal, you know. There's a great deal of pressure.
Goodbye.
Wait, don't go. I don't know where Volkov is, but I do have something you may be interested in.
Oh, yeah? What might that be? Oh, got an intelligence
It would only
item.
take about 15 minutes to get to the airport. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Excuse me? Not on your life, you scoundrel! I'm an American citizen! We have morals in America!
I don't understand what you're talking about.
This is unbearable! Pull over this instant! I'd rather walk to the airport than listen to this filth!
Filth! Oh, this guy.
I thought this was supposed to be a civilized country!
Oh, he did. And here we had to protect him that entire time in the very beginning. Scene 6? Good grief. How long, how lengthy are these missions? I'm an American. Supposed to be civilized like we are.
No sign of her. Are you sure she's coming?
She'll be here. If she gets away, I will kill any man she leaves alive. Am I understood?
Explicitly.
Locate the smuggler's hideout. Oh, what was that? Damn it.
On the other hand, you cannot...
Circus tent? Just because? Sure. Rock the circus tent. Yeah, graphically, this is not, it's definitely not the most impressive thing I've ever seen, I can tell you that. But, on the other hand, it is a little goofy, so I don't think it's necessarily all bad. You know, if that makes any sense. Oh, smugglers! Where's your hideout? Bleh! Definitely has the N64 RAM expansion vibes by the look of it. That's a pretty good way to put it. Seems, a little, like, Perfect Darkish, you know? Uh-oh, we got the dum-dum rounds. Although, I'm gonna stick with this. This has longer range. At least for now. Again, could use some more body armor, though. That'd be kind of nice. Since my health is basically nothing. Killed by what? What'd I do? Get too close to that burning barrel? Get out of here. Wow. Wow. Okay. Fine. Wow. Never mind. Right? Now here I thought I was doing so good. You thought wrong. Yeah, we can skip that. Bleh. Felt like there was 3 guys around here earlier. Maybe not. Maybe there was only the 2, but I felt like there was a 3rd one. Yeah, this definitely looks like straight up PS1 graphics to me. But again, it's a PC game, later ported to PS2. We all know my experience with the last game that I played that was like that, Rune! And how impressive that was. Aw, damn. Ah! What the hell is that? Oh, whatever. You may die now. That one made a whole bunch of racket. Damn it. Wrong button. Whoa. 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 What the hell was all that? Okay. Let's go back here and kind of regroup. Let's not like just continue to run down there and get my head blown off. You know? Oh, my dum-dum rounds. Hello? Anyone around? Confidential information I will take. Harm memo. This memo is to alert you that building services has repeatedly ignored my letters regarding rodent migration into the facility via the abandoned well. They're still having a problem. Former crest punished, blah, 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 blah. None of that really matters. A very, especially these bigger, like, open areas, a lot more bland as far as the aesthetics and everything. Didn't know if there'd be any information from the exploded car, but, you know, just kind of laying outside the trunk or something, but it looks like it's not the case. Well, I guess I'm good, so we might want to go the silence approach from this point forward. Yeah, it's very bland and open, like barren wasteland. Yeah, just nothing. that somebody? I don't think so, but... As compelling as a thought may be, do not attempt to cross this minefield without the benefit of a mine detector. You'll most likely blow yourself up. Therefore, thereby requiring us to find a replacement for you, which is expensive. It's an expensive, time-consuming process that I would rather avoid. If you do happen to survive, I will kill you myself. All right, minefield. We don't have a mine detector, so let's avoid that. Well, I did that. Reach the shore alive. Well, I will try my best. No body armor. I think I can just knock on the door and ask him to let me in. Kind of doubt it, huh? So let's try this side door over here. Nope. Apparently not. Then maybe front door it is, I guess.
Who is it? Oh, nothing. Forget about living, my friend! Falling everyone down!
You might get a retro achievement. It may be. Okay, but how do I get in? They won't open the door. I can't open that door. I can't open that door. So... what's the dealio? Where am I supposed to go? Ah. I see. Okay. Gotcha. Oh no. Oh no. It just keeps shamming. Ooh, SMG? Ooh, SMG? Oh, they don't want to play me now. We got SMG. Oh. Scene 7? Goodness, it's going to be just an entire stream on this one mission. If that's the way the missions are going to be, this playthrough is going to take forever. Alright, still. Feel like the smarter play would be try to go as quietly as possible. Look out for the bullet! You don't want the bullet! He literally tumbled down the stairs. That's great. Reach the shore alive is all I'm trying to do here.
Hey! What? Nothing.
Oh! Damn. Well, maybe at this point, trying to be silent ain't gonna work because this gun does not fire the same as the other one. So, try SMG. Just start dropping bodies. Except this guy. Good night. Oh, wow. Okay. 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 Let's try this scene again. Again, I feel like this should be the way to go. Where'd the second guy go? Bleh. Night, night. Oh, nothing even in this room. Point of that room, then. About this room. Ah, body armor, bunch of ammo. Oh yeah, we ready to go now. Oh. I was killed? How? I had full body armor and everything. What do you mean? They get a one-shot kill in there? What was that? That's nonsense. That's complete nonsense. And since I have no health, if it like bypasses my body armor, I'm instantly dead. Like, that sucks. We just have to be very, very cautious, apparently. Or try to be.
Hey! What? Nothing. Just make...
What? Where? How? From what? Oh, up here. I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm dead again. Okay.
He's over here.
Didn't realize that there was a... Okay. A balcony right there. Okay. Yikes. Alright, well, going that way is not working. So I'm going to try this other route again. Get through here. Get that guy. That one there. What? What? What is that? What is that? Okay, apparently I need to just avoid those guys altogether because I don't think there's anything I can do with that. Oh boy. Let's try just staying away from that entire area over there, I guess. Just avoid them altogether.
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be watching the front gate? You ran out of cigarettes.
What? Goodness. I don't know what to do with that. I really don't. Dude, there's apparently a couple guys, and I saw them, that apparently they got some kind of weapons that can just say, to hell with my armor, apparently. But I have, like, no health. I've got this little bitty, itty-bitty little sliver, so everything comes down to just how much body armor I have. And apparently they can just bypass that. See that little red sliver there? That's all the health I have. And that's all I've had for like 6 or 7 scenes now. So see, and they're over there. So I'm just going to avoid those guys altogether and maybe just keep going. I wanted that body armor and
Aren't you supposed to be
ammo in the other...
You ran out of cigarettes. You ran out of cigarettes?
I suggest giving up now. Don't make me run. Ah!
Shut up. Yeah, there's body armor and ammo in that one locked door, and I kind of wanted that. I miss you. Tell your mother I have a job now for a fine company, and the pay is very good. Sadly, I've had to assassinate your brother, Leopold. Leopold was assassinated. Oh boy, I assure you, he did not suffer greatly. Love, Pierre. Well, quite the letter there. Well, get past that section, I guess, at least, for whatever it's worth. Anybody be able to shoot at me from above here, or? Well, that just takes me back to there. Oh, I almost messed that all up. I went to start reading that comment right there and didn't even realize that guy was even walking up. Yeah, the early, the 90s and 2000s death, yeah. The sounds. There's a briefcase here. Contains a non-functional TR-61. Hardly surprising considering the poor reliability of it, which owes primarily to an insufficient development budget, overly ambitious design specifications, and unrealistic user expectations. Can I interact with this? I cannot, so moving on.
There's a ship out there.
Should we tell Mr. Volkov?
It's probably just...
What? Come on. How is it like they get one shot in and I'm dead, man? Now I'm going to have to do all of that all over again. When I was finally getting somewhere. Huh? Alright, we'll try to repeat what we just did last time, I guess, and see if we can maintain that course, at least.
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be watching the front gate? You ran out of sight.
And here's this intelligence again that we got to pick up all over again. Let's try this door. Anything? No.
Stay where you are. Do not move.
And who said that? That was you. Obviously. Okay, give me this. Again.
There's a ship out there.
Should we tell Mr. Volkov?
It's probably just a freighter heading for Tangier.
Should we report it, just in case?
Why bother?
It's up to you.
Let's watch and see what it does. If it looks suspicious, we'll report it. Otherwise, I'd rather not bother Mr. Volkov.
Sounds good.
Got them both that time. Is that really just the SMG that he's shooting me with that's killing me that fast? I just gotta get to the shore. Please, let me get to the shore. I want to end this mission. Oh, I feel like there's so many people that could be around here. I have no idea where I'm going. Good night. Oh, I already got that guy. Oh, that's where the one thing is. Okay. So just made a kind of a big loop there. Whoa. Oh. Damn. Come on, give me some body armor here somewhere, please. Unless this is the shore. And
No,
it is.
Please.
Oh. Was somebody dying?
We will meet again.
Oh, he was killing everybody that didn't stop me, because that's what he said he was going to do. Oh, finally. Mission summary. So that one, if that, okay, yeah, so awards. So that looks like that's finally the end of that entire mission. That one mission took me an hour. And looking at my level list here, if that one for the Game of the Year edition is not included, there's, at least the ones that are highlighted, there was 19 missions. So I guess if I can whip through the other stuff, it'd be about 19 hours to get through, which isn't terrible, but then there's like other training missions and stuff in between some of the other missions. So accuracy, I fired 268, I only hit 156. Accuracy was not great. No friendly fire and no casualties. So there is that. I got hit 81 times. I found 21 of 39 items. Awards, none.
Needless to say, the Morocco assignment was an unmitigated disaster. Report to the war room for debriefing, and try to control your temper.
Report to the advanced field tactics area. Okay. Oy, yeah, that, most of that did not go well. I need to, one of them things, I feel I need to slow it down a little bit.
Well, I think we can classify Morocco as a complete disaster. I knew we were asking for trouble, sending a woman and a fossil like Lowry on an assignment like this.
Let's not rush to judgment, shall we?
Rush to judgment?
Jerk.
I think the facts speak plainly enough. Ambassador Monroe is dead, and we lost another operative, albeit one who should have been put out to pasture long ago. And all we have to show for it are a belligerent, overeducated captive who knows nothing of use, and Ms. Archer here, who has demonstrated an alarming lack of competence in the field.
What? You can say what you please about me, but if you speak ill of Bruno again, I'll demonstrate my alarming lack of competence on your thick skull. I'd like to remind you that Volkov was lying in wait. Someone betrayed us. I don't know if, like, my actions, if I keep going sarcastic, will mean anything later, but we'll say this right here. Because somebody betrayed us because Volkov knew we were there. So we're going to go this route this time.
I'd like to remind you that Volkov was lying in wait. Someone betrayed us.
Indeed. And it seems that someone may have been your charming mentor.
Bruno? What are you talking about?
The evidence is largely circumstantial, but it is nonetheless compelling.
That's crazy.
And what evidence might that be?
In light of information unearthed during our investigation in Morocco, we now believe that Agent Lowry, Bruno, was in league with these harm chaps.
What?
But Volkov shot him.
Perhaps to silence him. Or perhaps Lowry was demanding too much in exchange for his treachery.
Alleged treachery. Lowry was a personal friend and one of our best agents. Unless he is proven guilty, he deserves to be honored, not slandered.
In any case, it seems reasonable to assume that you weren't meant to escape, Miss Archer.
Bruno was not a traitor.
Can you be sure? Every man has his price, every woman too, I expect. When a man reaches the end of his career, it's only natural that he begins to worry about the future. I suppose some men of adaptable moral constitution even find it in themselves to resort to treason.
What's your price, Mr. Smith?
What are you insinuating?
Merely that if Bruno were capable of treason, then so are we all.
Enough. It is neither our prerogative nor our intent to judge Agent Lowry at this juncture. We will continue our investigation until we discover the truth. In the meantime, Archer, we must call upon you for another assignment.
Although we call upon you reluctantly, I assure you.
Shut up.
We've been contacted by an East German biophysicist named Dr. Otto Schenker, who wishes to defect to the West with our assistance. We know that Dr. Schenker is working on a secret Soviet weapons program, although the precise nature of his research remains...
The Shagohod!
He has promised detailed information on the program in exchange for his freedom. It hardly seems necessary to underscore the great importance of this mission. We've had a devil of a time recruiting reliable spies in Berlin. It seems the Stasi have ears to every keyhole in East Germany.
Which is why we're taking extra precautions.
Are we, though?
What sort of extra precautions?
It's what we call a domino effect exchange. You'll meet with a series of contacts, each of whom will provide a piece of the puzzle, so to speak. Because the contacts don't know about each other or your mission, the vague information they possess will be meaningless to them. And, by extension, to the Stasi, should they get their hands on it.
Well, that's interesting.
Perfect.
We've also arranged a diversion to help cover your escape. Our man on the inside, Werner von Haupt, will place explosive charges at several locations in the record storage area. You'll need to locate these charges and set the timers. We also require that you infiltrate the main library and photograph certain sensitive documents pertaining to Dr. Schenker's research, in case he's not as forthcoming as he's promised to be. Von Haupt will present you with a disguise that should get you inside the test facility where Dr. Schenker will be working. Locate the doctor and get him out.
Keep in mind that if this mission should succeed, we will have struck a mighty blow to the Soviets. We're counting on you, Archer.
I won't let you down.
Well, you can hardly botch this job as badly as Morocco.
Can I slap that guy?
You might want to stop by the training facility and test out the new gadgets the toy makers have prepared for you.
The toy makers. Oh, look at that fancy building. R.I.P. Bruno. was like a father to us. Okay. Save right there. %9 done. Alright.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics.
Yeah? I figure, you know, if the missions themselves are going to take me like an hour or something to get through, I think what I'll end up doing is maybe going through this last training thing, and then once I get ready to start and like get like into the next like main mission, I'll probably call it, even if it ain't like completely at that 3-hour mark, just so I, you know, end right when a mission starts instead of in the middle of one. Seems like it would make the most sense.
What appears to be a stylish pair of women's sunglasses is actually a multiple exposure spy camera with an adjustable zoom. Simply put them on, orient the viewfinder, and snap a shot. Remember that you can zoom in for a closer look at a distant target. Take a picture of this intelligence item with your sunglasses.
You like my sunglasses?
All right. Now open the door to the next area.
Okay, and so that acts just like my other gadgets and stuff does. Okay. Gotcha.
Unfortunately, this cigarette lighter is just an ordinary run-of-the-mill cigarette lighter. Still, it can be useful for providing light, starting fires, or lighting cigarettes. Use your cigarette lighter to light this piece of paper on fire.
Which one? This one? Or this one? Oh, that's an ashtray. That's a crappy looking ashtray.
All right. Now open the door to the next area.
We're just gonna continue to let that burn? That's what we're doing? Okay.
These relatively inconspicuous-looking lipsticks are actually powerful explosive devices that detonate on impact. Accustom yourself to the weight and explosion radius, and try not to blow yourself to smithereens.
Lipstick. Used as bombs. Okay. That's, some straight-up Q branch stuff. Still committed to a full playthrough. I'm gonna give it another couple streams just to see. And I guess we'll figure it out. I mean... boom. I don't want to say...
There are several important things to know about security cameras. First, as tempting as it may be, don't destroy them if you can help it. Whoever is monitoring the security system is likely to send someone to investigate or even sound an alarm if any of the cameras goes out. Instead,
actually makes sense.
Try to avoid them altogether. If the light on a camera starts flashing, it means you've been detected and the camera is attempting to focus on you. Duck out of sight before you're identified as a threat. If you're close enough to the camera, you'll actually hear it focusing. Listen for it to resume scanning before stepping back into view. Finally, make sure not to leave any bodies lying in view of a camera. That's just as bad as being spotted. All right, now open the door to the next area.
So used to, you know, in Metal Gear, just shooting out the cameras, you know? And, You know, and that's just it.
Searchlights are also best avoided. Shooting them out will likely cause every bit as much commotion as being caught in the beam. Figure out their movement patterns before attempting to bypass them. All right, now open the door to the next area.
But yeah, just, you know, yeah, and you shoot them out. But, you know, it does make sense, though. Like, if somebody who's actually legitimately watching these security cameras and one just goes out, you would think it'd be like, what's up with that? We might want to look into that, you know?
Excellent. Excellent.
Excelente. I definitely thought I was going to get caught by that. Intelligent items, 2 of 2. Reputation bonus. What does that mean?
We've been contacted by Dr. Otto Schenker, an East German biophysicist who we believe is working on a top-secret biological weapons program for the Soviet Union. Dr. Schenker has expressed a desire to defect. He has asked us to assist him in exchange for information on his research. After that embarrassment in Morocco, you're hardly our first choice to handle this affair, but all our other surviving operatives are tied up on equally critical assignments. If we want a chance at Schenker, it has to be now, and it has to be you, on your own.
Okay. Oh, infiltrate the research compound in East Berlin, set explosive charges, photograph classified documents, rendezvous with Werner von Haupten, offer him a light. Locate Dr. Schenker, escape East Berlin with Dr. Schenker. Don't want much, do you? Well, we're going to get here, and then we're going to save it, and again, instead of getting into like maybe another hour-long mission right now, we're kind of nearing, I don't have typically about 15 minutes to a half hour or so that will typically go anyway. So oh yeah, and we got to get all these contacts and all this other stuff too. So, whoops. Yeah, just overwrite that one. I'll just leave it on this instead of the music, I guess. So first impressions of the Operative No One Lives Forever on the PS2. Some of it's not bad. As far as some of the dialogue, it doesn't seem like it's robotic or anything. Some of it doesn't seem... The quality of how the dialogue sounds and is recorded or whatever sounds a little awkward at times, but I feel like the dialogue itself is fine. Quite a bit of dialogue too. I actually didn't expect so much dialogue, like in between missions and all that. Graphically, it's not overly impressive. I've seen better looking games from that time period. But again, it's a port of a different game from a couple years prior, so, you know, already there may have been a slight issue maybe with some of it being outdated looking over that course of that couple years in between the original release and the PS2 release. If it weren't for that auto lock on for your guns, this would be a absolute nightmare. The only part about it is where it locks on when. But the fact that does lock on to multiple different parts of the body is an interesting touch. But a lot of the time, if I want to, I mean, obviously go for the headshot, one-shot kill usually, and I don't have my aim quite right, then I'm not hitting the right body part, but at least I'm hitting the enemy. So I guess there is that. So without the auto lock on, this would be a nightmare. I can't really say too much about the story yet because we haven't really got that far. Realistically, out of the 29 levels that are listed, 28 if that last one actually isn't in this game, I'm now only starting essentially chapter 4 out of 28. But that Requiem for a Spy, that little training level there, that was level 3 right there. So, and there's several of those. So again, the ones that were highlighted, there's 19, well I guess 18 if you exclude the last one, so there'd be essentially 18 main missions. Was it 3 of them, I think it was, exclusive to the PS2 that wasn't in the original version. So there's those two. So not far along in the story yet to really see where the story's going yet. The only thing really is that we lost Bruno and they're not too keen on the fact that there's a woman agent. This was in the 1960s though, so again, times were different and they were portraying, I guess, that era. So I'm sure that she's just going to prove them all wrong by the end, and they're going to owe her a grave apology by the time it's all said and done, I'm sure. Maybe even reluctantly, but I feel like that would be coming. But yeah, that's really about it. A little bit of the backstory already for Kate Archer is coming through with her previous life of crime before becoming a secret agent. So I'm sure there's just more of that's going to come into play, especially with those 3 extra levels. They are flashbacks, so we may actually see some of that. The gameplay itself doesn't seem at this point overly difficult. I'm sure that'll get more difficult as you go. But with the lock-on of the weapons, that's not really all that hard, and just trying to take it slow and just don't get your head blown off. But everything is fairly simple for the most part up to this point. So I'm not really upset about that, with some of the controls feeling a little clunky as they are. If it's somewhat simple as far as gameplay, then that's fine. At least it's not trying to do too much with clunky gameplay, so there is that. So I don't know. So you asked me the question, if I'm still committed to a full-length playthrough, and like I mentioned, I'm going to give it a couple more streams and kind of see how it goes. See if I can actually get somewhere in the story and see if it can kind of pull me in a little bit more. And at this current moment, I want to say, yeah, I'm still committed to a full-length playthrough, just because when I say I'm going to do something as far as my plan, as far as my streams and all that stuff, I typically want to stick to that, good, bad, or indifferent. And for some games, especially really old ones, where I don't think that it'd even be difficult to get a full stream out of one, a full one-off stream out of it would be tough to begin with, but a full-length playthrough would just be absolutely not. But a game like this that's not, theoretically, not overly long, we're not talking about a 40, 50-hour game here. Theoretically, if I've got 18 more main missions to go, and they take about an hour, hour and a half, we'd be looking at, 19, 20-hour playthrough, and that's not necessarily horrible. It's not too short, but it's not too long. And And the whole idea of doing full-length playthroughs of games like this that I have never played, one of three things I think would happen. One, I guess I'll mention like Stellar Blade, where at first I'm like, you know what, I don't feel like this is really for me. I'm just not getting into it and just wasn't enjoying it. But by the time I pushed through and got to the end, I actually enjoyed that one quite a bit. I rather enjoyed that game, and actually went and did a whole nother full-length playthrough off stream directly afterwards, and I don't even remember the last time I'd even done that. Or I could get through one and it just kind of be like, could kind of, I don't really care one way or another about that. You know, it just, I think maybe Steel Rising may be a example of that, where I didn't love it by any stretch of the imaginations, but I didn't necessarily hate it either. I've played far worse games, and I can think, well, maybe sometime in the future, someday, maybe I'll go back and play it. You know, or number three, I get through it and go, that was a complete and utter waste of my time, like Rune, for instance. And it's like, I'll probably, most likely, never, ever, ever play that game ever again in my life. So, but I never know which one it's going to be, you know, until I get to the end. It could surprise me by the end, and I might really enjoy it. So, I don't really know unless I give them a proper chance. And I feel like the only way that they'll get a proper chance is to get a full playthrough. I may waste my time. I may end up enjoying it and be like, you know what? It's a very good game. This one, I'm not far enough in yet to really say one way or another. So, if it gets so bad about halfway through or something like that, and it's like I'm just absolutely miserable playing the game, I suppose I could cut it off and be like, no, I'm not going to waste any more of my time with this. Once again, it's hard to say. So, but I am going to cut it off here. Getting started on a whole nother mission now makes no sense. So, got through basically 2 training missions and 1 full-length mission or operation, so to speak, or whatever. So, when we come back next Tuesday night for my next stream, we'll be essentially starting Chapter 4 of this game. And now that I get a little bit of an idea of some of the controls and that sort of thing, maybe we'll be able to kind of push through and actually get somewhere. Speaking on that, though, the only other thing I don't like is I have no way of knowing where any of these things are at. You know, I have like no kind of marker, no kind of like compass, nothing telling me where anything is or where I should be going. I don't care for that. I feel like I'm just kind of wandering around aimlessly, just hoping to blindly just wander into whatever it is that I'm looking for or need to do. So that's rather frustrating, but that's the last thing I guess I have to really mention here. Stay tuned for Swab Beardson's next stream next Sunday, because he'll be back with another part of Death Stranding 2, excuse me, I should say. It's getting late, guys. I'm getting a little tired. And, see what I mean? If you haven't done so already, check out the Grim Beardson Discord. You can chat with us all week long over there. There are links to our other various pages, and you can keep up on what our stream schedules look like and when. So be sure to check out the Discord. Shout outs to Squirrels Gaming 83 for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit. As always, one of the real MVPs, Lurk Morrison, for stopping by and hanging out for a little while. to Wolverine Fan for stopping by for a few minutes. And, of course, as always, Swab Beardson for hanging out with me all night long and checking this out. And I hope that this is at least somewhat interesting enough to where you'd be at least somewhat interested to see where some of the next few chapters of this game goes. And we will check that out next Tuesday night on my next stream. Until then, I am the Grim Gamer, and we will catch y'all. Man, it's interesting to see an alternate universe Bond game. And that's kind of what I was hoping, that it'll be Bond-esque enough to where I'm going to enjoy it, but still its own thing. Time will tell. Until then, I'm the Grim Gamer, and I'll catch y'all next time.